Welcome to the Mattawan Aberdeen School District's Committee of the Whole meeting on April 11th, 2022. Time is now 6:30 p.m. The New Jersey Open Meeting Law was enacted to ensure the right of the public to have advance notice of and to attend the meetings of public bodies at which any business affecting their interest is discussed or agreed upon. In accordance with the provision of this act, the Mattawan Aberdeen Regional School District Board of Education advertised this meeting on January 10th, 2022 in the Asbury Park Press and the Star Ledger. This notice was sent to the municipal clerks of the Borough of Mattawan and the Township of Aberdeen and the Mattawan Aberdeen Public Library. The notice was also placed on the district's website. Can we please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance?
To the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice.
In this case, can we please have roll call?
Mr. Ahern?
Here.
Dr. Delaney?
Here.
Ms. Vilas? Ms. Friedman?
Here.
Ms. Martinez?
Here.
Mr. Monton?
Here.
Ms. Powell?
Here.
Ms. Osborne?
Present.
Mrs. Scobie?
Here. Okay. Mr. Liebman, can we discuss the semi-annual SSDS and HIB report?
Yes, good evening. Twice a year, we are required to share with the board district data related to student safety and HIV. The data report was shared with the board in the board folder. It's a summary for report period 1, which covers September through December of 2021. The data includes number of incidences, plus alleged and confirmed HIB cases, which have been previously shared each month with the board. The data is then submitted to the Department of Ed for review. The data is also used as part of the district's annual self-assessment. That concludes report period 1 for HIB.
Thank you. So welcome everyone. Today is the beginning of the 4th marking period. I can't believe how quickly this year is going by. There were a lot of great activities at the schools, especially this past weekend. We had the high school had an incredible performance of A Bronx Tale, and we had the Husky Relay take place with about 50 schools here at our high school. And thank you to all the families that came out in the cold and volunteered all day on Saturday. Also, Lloyd Road had a successful Title I Walk the Red Carpet family night. One thing wanted to mention, as we've previously said, we plan to have pre-K through 12, grade 12 in-person summer programs again this year. Registration has gone out for pre-K through grade 5. Grades 6 through 12 will be going out shortly, so keep your eyes out for that. Academic support in core subjects and enrichment programs will be offered, so I encourage those parents and guardians in the district to take a look at that. With that, we'd like to just wish everyone a wonderful holiday. Enjoy your spring break with family and friends, and we're going to move to the rest of the agenda. Curriculum and instruction, Dr. Bombardier.
Good evening. Beginning with Part A travel, we have 2 staff members attending the New Jersey Association for the Education of Young Children workshop. We will be using our preschool expansion aid account for that. 1 staff member attending the 40th annual NJASA/NJPSA Spring Leadership Conference. 3 staff members attending the Spring Cover workshop at no cost to the district. 1 staff member attending the Multi-Tiered System of Support Summit. And 2 staff members attending the New Jersey Association of School Business Officials 60th Annual Workshop. Moving on to Part B, we are asking the board to approve items 1 through 11 as outlined on the curriculum and instruction agenda. And that is all for curriculum instruction.
Thank you. Can I get a motion and a second to approve the agenda?
So moved.
Second. Student Services, Ms. Perez.
Good evening, everyone. Under Student Services, we have 1 item under the agenda. We're asking for board approval to use ACELS, a third-party provider of instruction for students in the Mattawan Aberdeen Regional School District. ACELS is an online platform that offers expansive selection of standard-based instruction, K-12. Particularly, our focus is for 6 through 12 for credit recovery. It's video-based lessons with cutting-edge technology to accelerate learning. There were quite a few questions, so I just wanted to share tonight that the program is comparison to register what we're currently using at the high school and also at middle school. So again, credit recovery, and we also have the option to utilize the program for students who are homebound and require home instruction as well. We will preview all of the courses prior to making any approval for a particular student. Thank you.
Thank you. Can I get a motion and a second to approve the agenda?
So moved.
I'll second.
Okay, finance, Ms. Case? Oh, sorry. Personnel, Mr. Lehman?
Thank you. We have several items for action tonight. First action item, the board has in front of yourself, it's an action item, walk-in for appointment as listed on the walk-in item. Additional action items are listed in the agenda. Action items 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6A, 6B, all for action this evening. Additional items for the board to consider were actually taken at the RAM. That would be for items A, B, C 1 through 11, and D 1 and 2. That includes personnel.
Thank you. Can I get a motion and a second to approve the agenda?
I'll motion. I'll second.
Policy, Mr. Lehman?
Under policy, we have 2 policies that the board should consider for first read this evening. Policy 2415.04 and 2415.30. That's for first read. That includes policy.
Can I get a motion and a second to approve the agenda?
I'll motion.
I'll second.
Finance, Ms. Case?
Good evening. We'll be taking no action for the CAB. It will be go through 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and all the way through 9 for fire evacuation. And we'll look to make action at the next round.
Can I get a motion and a second to approve the agenda?
I'll motion.
Second.
Any questions or comments from the board on agenda items? No? Okay, then we move to public comments on agenda items and additional matters. The Board of Education recognizes the value of public comment on matters of interest to the school community. Individuals wishing to speak must state their name and address. Comments are limited to 3 minutes duration, but an individual may speak a second time after all others who wish to speak on the topic have been heard. All statements should be directed to the board president, and no participant may address or question board members individually. All speakers are requested to express themselves in a civil manner with due respect for the dignity and privacy of others whose legal rights may be affected. Please note, while it is not the board's intention to stifle comment on matters of legitimate concern, the public should be aware that if their statements violate the rights of others under the law of defamation or invasion of privacy, they may face personal liability to the injured party. If speakers are uncertain of the legal ramifications of their comments, the board urges them to seek guidance beforehand from their own legal advisor.
Hello. My name is Danielle. I live on Avalon Lane. I have 3 children, 2 in Strathmore, and I have a preschooler who will be in the district next year, Strathmore School.
I'm sorry, can I just get your last name, please?
Spurl. My son is going to Lloyd Road next year, and I'm not sure if this is a topic on our agenda tonight, but I was wondering if it could be, if it's not. And I'm kind of concerned about this new curriculum for, how do we call it? If it's the sex ed curriculum or the advocates for youth, a lesson plan from the rights, respect, and responsibility, a K through 12 curriculum. I don't know what the board or Dr. Micah can give me any insight as to what goes on in the schools regarding these topics. But again, I have a lot of concern about things that I've been seeing from the NJEA directly, some of the videos that are out there on YouTube called, what's it called? The Amaze YouTube videos. And if it's not on the agenda, I would like to see it on the agenda so we can discuss the curriculum that you guys have in the district when it starts, what the age groups are, what the content is, and a potential opting out option for parents who are not interested, and then maybe an opting in option for parents who would be interested.
So we had, I think it was 2 months ago, we had a robust discussion at the board meeting about the upcoming changes to numerous curriculums, this being one of them. We discussed an opt-out provision, and those videos we're talking about, those are resources that we are not obligated to use. So we are having open discussions about that specifically right now. And all of our curriculum is on our website. So you can see all of it right there. And it will continue to be transparent as we move closer into September. And I would be more than happy for you to come in. We can meet and discuss it further, but the board has already discussed opt-out provisions. And those other things are just resources that, need to be taken at a very close look before they're out there. And I would say the larger discussion concerning curriculum, I've been talking to parents. The audience needs to be the NJDOE and the governor's office, because ultimately everyone up here, we're given past legislation that we have to carry out. However, like I said, opt-out provisions and those other things are merely just resources that will be looked at closely. And in fact, there was an article today where the governor has started to speak about some of these very same concerns that you are acknowledging right now. Yep.
So, thank you, and moving forward, I would like to maybe meet with you and the teachers of my children, as, September.
That would be closer, that would be next year, but
Right.
I can have you meet with myself, our assistant superintendent. So if you email me in the morning, my assistant will reach out to set up a meeting for as soon as we get back from break.
Okay, very good.
And we did also, I didn't know if you wanted to this call. Oh, can I say one thing here? We also, as a board, did pass, we're required to pass a comprehensive health and education policy where some of that information is in there. And we did tailor that. It made some revisions versus what a lot of other districts have and the state has put out. And we've tailored it based on what we think we need in our district. And as we move forward, there will be curriculum developed over the summer that will also take a real look at and make sure that we're all happy with what it says.
And is that on the website?
The policy is.
Yes, the policy is on the website, and all of our curriculum is on the website as well. And if you're having issues finding it, just call me or email me and I'll help you.
Thank you.
I was going to ask if perhaps we could just quickly walk through the process for adopting the curriculum, just so that this role can understand how it works locally.
Dr. Bombardier?
Sure. So the curriculum process begins, we do a posting for teachers to be involved in the process. We work with teachers as well as for PE Help, a professional consultant, as well as collaboration through our partnerships with the Monmouth County Curriculum Consortium. And we do shared professional development as well as shared resources together. The curriculum is written with the teachers through the oversight of the curriculum department and curriculum directors. At that point, it's presented to the board for approval. That goes onto the agenda in August. And then once the board approves the curriculum is posted on our website, in our Rubicon Atlas portal, and then it's open for the public to be viewed. And then letters will be shared home. As Dr. Micah shared, when opt-out provisions are in place, we would share that information with families so they know what's being taught, when that's being taught, and where to access the curriculum. But the process is a collaborative process among the teachers working with the curriculum directors to update the curriculum.
Okay, so just for my own edification, when I use the word curriculum, I imagine it's not in education that each teacher has their own curriculum of their class with what is to be taught, the lessons, or whatever diagnostics that need to be met. Are you talking about the grades come together and formulate a curriculum, and then each teacher that has a way of implementing how they want to teach the curriculum? Maybe I just don't understand curriculum.
So the curriculum is a document that is specific to that course. So for example, grade 2 health is one curriculum guide that's shared with all teachers. So everyone is teaching the same content with the same activities, the same resources. Grade 3
So
physical
they all use
education.
the same resources and content?
It's all part of the curriculum board.
Okay, thank you.
And we do have in the policy as well, the opt-out option is noted in there as well.
Okay. When do the opt-out options become available? Is there a specific grade where the content becomes, that gray area that you would want to opt out, or is that?
The opt-outs are in, meaning they're in for, yeah, you can't just, we can't, it needs to be opt-out for everybody. You can't just pick and choose.
I've never seen an opt-out option on any of the
Well,
papers that have come home.
Well, I think you're starting to see opt-outs based off of these curriculums that are coming forward now, right? That's, if I look at it from a historical standpoint, my experience tells me that. And one of the things that I love about Madawan is that we're completely transparent in everything that we do. So you'll be in on every step of the way, just like anyone in the community will be. So, like I said, I think part of this is educating all of us for our children in the community. And when you come in after spring break, I think you'll see that, and I think you'll be happy with that.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay, that's reassuring. Thank you.
Yep.
Mrs. Foley, if I could just add, I just looked up the policy number on my phone. It's policy
Text it.
2422.
2422.
It's the comprehensive health and physical education policy.
Okay.
And at the beginning of that, one of the additions that we had made was really the intent of the board as to what our philosophy was and what we were seeing that curriculum mandated, which should put your mind at ease.
And I will, when you email me in the morning, part of my return will be a link to that policy. Yep.
Mrs. Foley, can I just ask a question? Dr. Michaels, the opt-out, I'm trying to figure it out, because I know when my kids were in school, like, you would just get like a movie coming out, opt-out, yes or no. So the health, so you obviously can't opt out of all health. So when a section is coming forward that might be gray is when the teacher would then send home something and ask the parents?
Well, we're working out the logistics of it right now, but I can tell you that everyone will be well informed long before September as to what the procedure is going to be specifically. So, but I can tell you that the logistics of it are things that myself and my 3 friends down there are working on right now.
Okay,
Not so
yeah,
much
just-
Lindsay, she's busy with others.
Yeah, no, I just curious what it's going to look like, because that's obviously going to be another step for the teachers to have to make sure that.
Absolutely. Yep.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
One question I would now that's go up to ask, so thank you. Okay, so, well, I'll be back. Thank you very much. I will email you, and
You're welcome.
we will go on from there. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
No other public comments? Okay, then we're going to move to a vote on agenda items, the action items that are noted in curriculum and instruction, student services, personnel, and policy first read.
Mr. Raymer?
Yes.
Dr. Delaney?
Yes.
Ms. Friedman?
Yes.
Ms. Martinez?
Yes.
Mr. Montone?
Yes.
Ms. Powell?
Yes.
Ms. Osborne?
Abstain, who's going to be student services?
Thank you. Mrs. Foley?
Yes, but abstain from.
Number 3.
Yes, personnel number 3. Any unfinished business? Any new business?
Just real quick if I may. I just wanted to add, the other thing that happened at the high school this weekend was, for the first time I think ever, the varsity baseball team hosted Strikeout Autism and had a game with, I believe, a team from up north somewhere, but it was really a great day. One of the kids got to throw the first pitch. It was really nice. A number of students came and watched. So good times were had by all, and we won 5-1, which was also not too shabby.
Great. Okay, we're going to move into executive session. Be it resolved that a closed session be convened for the purpose of discussing privacy, personnel, and legal. The subject matter of these discussions will be disclosed. Oh, sorry, I apologize. Yes, Ms. Osborne?
I apologize, I'll make it brief. I do apologize. I just want to encourage people to, after the holiday, when we come back, we have manned spring concert as well as the high school spring concert, and that we continue to support all the schools. I know Mrs. Foley has been going online to different schools and seeing the different activities, so we're all aware of it, and I know I was mindful from Ms. Freeman letting me know that just as long as we let the building principals know that we're coming, to be invited to the places, but also to be there supporting, activities going on during the day. But I also seen the Bronx Tale twice. It was excellent the first time and even better the last time. So I just want to applaud. Because when you talk about the time frame, and I know we heard the behind the scenes and stories about it, but the time frame that was so tight, and he did a marvelous job doing it. And then to everyone who's celebrating the holiday, because we have 3 holidays overlapping each other. So happy holidays to everyone and be safe. Thank you.
Yes.
And I wanted to note, the high school had their art night recently, and Mr. Montone and I both went, and I mean, the level of talent at that high school is incredible. The visual arts were just fantastic, almost professional, well, maybe not almost professionally, actually professional looking, and I mean, it was just amazing. They were demonstrating, the kids were selling their work, and it was just, it's a wonderful program. I really hope they do it again next year.
Thank you.
Anyone else? Okay. Be it resolved that a closed session be convened for the purposes of discussing privacy, personnel, and legal. The subject matter of these discussions will be disclosed to the public when the reason for confidentiality subsides. Although the board cannot guarantee it, the length of the executive session is estimated to be 30 minutes, after which the public meeting of the board shall reconvene and proceed with business. Action will not take place. Can I get a motion and a second to enter executive session?
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.